Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway buying 570 million of Snowflake. Snowflake is going public, and last time Buffett bet on an IPO, he made 110% in under 2 years. I'm not a financial advisor. Any companies that I cover here is not a suggestion of investment. I do my best when researching, but do your due diligence before investing. IPO is an initial public offering or a stock market launch. It means the company is going public and we will now be able to buy its shares. Buffett usually does not invest on IPOs, but this is a clear example that Buffett's rules are not always written on stone. If the opportunity arises, he will go for it even if it is not what he usually goes for. It might also have to do that last time Buffett invested on an IPO, he more than doubled his investment return. This one is the StoneCo homepage. Buffett's last IPO acquisition was the Brazilian StoneCo. Similarly to Snowflake, it is also a data cloud company and it helps its clients connect, get paid, and grow their businesses. If you enjoy finance content, making money, saving and investing, drop a like, subscribe and hit the bell if you have not yet. It helps the channel grow. I already appreciate you, but appreciate you even more. Also, feel free to share this video with a friend. The more we know, better choices we can make. As you can see here, this one is the Snowflake homepage. Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehousing startup that was founded in 2012. It allows corporate users to store and analyze data using cloud-based hardware and software. Buffett's Snowflake investment, in my point of view, is extremely similar to Buffett's previous IPO acquisition. The two tech companies seem to me to have similarities. Buffett always avoids technology companies. He only invests on what he knows and understands. But now Buffett's #1 position is Apple. He also owns StoneCo and is looking forward to acquiring Snowflake. Even though Buffett is 90 years old and waited all this time to start investing in technology companies, there is so much money on the tech sector that I feel Buffett is slowly learning, studying and jumping into the technology sector. Nowadays, more and more, almost everything happens on the cloud. The cloud means that we need a web browser and internet to access it. Just a few years back, I had a huge book full of CDs with programs that I had to install in order to use those programs. Today, we rarely install anything. We just go to a web page and all the tools we need are over there. From what I see, this business Buffett is investing on is the world we are living on today. It surely does not seem like we are going back to CDs or anything like that anytime soon. On the businessinsider.com Business Insider News, the headline goes, Snowflake, the $12.4 billion cloud data warehousing startup files to go public in one of the year's most anticipated tech IPOs. As I scroll down, Snowflake has filed papers to go public, setting the stage for one of the most anticipated IPOs in tech. Snowflake, a dominant player in cloud data warehousing, which is valued at $12.4 billion, plan to list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SNOW. The company reported that its revenue jumped from 97 million in 2019 to 264.7 million in 2020, but its losses ballooned from $178 million to $348.5 million in the same period. Snowflake, the 12.4 billion cloud data warehousing startup, is going public. The hot startup on Monday filed initial IPO papers with the Securities and Exchange Commission, setting the stage for one of the most anticipated public trading debuts in the tech world. Snowflake said it plans to raise $100 million in the filing, a figure which is typically considered a placeholder and could be updated later. The Silicon Valley tech company said it will list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SNOW. Snowflake emerged as one of the strangest players in cloud data warehousing, which became a hot market with the rapid growth of the cloud, the hot enterprise trend in which businesses set up networks on web-based platforms. The company was reportedly aiming for a valuation of as high as $20 billion. Snowflake just raised $479 million in February at a $12.4 billion valuation. In total, Snowflake has raised $1.4 billion from investors including Sequoia and ICO and IQ Capital. Snowflake said it has about 3,100 customers, including 56 clients that contributed about $1 million in a 12-month period. This one is what I found on the marketsinsider.com. Markets Insider News. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway plans to plow $570 million into Snowflake. Its last IPO bet has gained 110% in 2 years. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is set to bet roughly $570 million on Snowflake when it goes public, despite the billionaire investors' aversion to loss-making tech companies, high valuations, and IPOs. Buffett's company may be backing Snowflake partly because its last IPO bet paid off. Berkshire invested $340 million in Brazilian fintech StoneCo when it went public 2 years ago, and its stake has more than doubled in value since then. StoneCo was also unprofitable in the year before its IPO, but it posted $147 million in net income last year. Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway plans to plow about $570 million into Snowflake when the cloud data platform goes public, despite the famed investor public disdain for loss-making tech companies' initial public offerings and sky-high valuations. The conglomerate's successful investment in StoneCo IPO may partly explain the decision. Berkshire spent $340 million to buy 14.2 million shares at the IPO price of $24, giving it an 11.3% stake in the Brazilian e-commerce and digital payments company at the time. StoneCo's stock price has more than doubled to over $50 since then, boosting the value of Berkshire's stake to $718 million at the close of trading on Wednesday. Berkshire will be hoping Snowflake, which lost $349 million in its last fiscal year, follows StoneCo's financial trajectory as well. The Brazilian fintech more than tripled its revenues between 2017 and 2019 and went from being unprofitable in the year before its IPO to generating $147 million in net income 2 years later. Buffett's company got a taste of IPO investing and the potential for quick and easy gains with StoneCo. It may be back for another bite with Snowflake. For my thoughts and conclusion, Buffett, most of his life, avoided investing in tech companies. Many times, Buffett was asked, "Hey Buffett, do you feel you missed an opportunity here?" He would usually answer, "Yes, we missed it and we will keep on missing it." This is why I admire the man, and I agree with his philosophy to invest in companies that we know and understand. Because then, when it hits the fan and things no longer look so good, people panic, sell out on the red, and cash out losses. Once we understand the company we're invested on and things no longer look so good, we can make an intelligent decision and evaluation of the situation and arrive at a reasonable conclusion. I understand there is no 100% guarantees in life, but once we look at the event, we can decide, is this going to bring my company to the ground and I need to cash my money out? Or is this something that my company will get through to the other side and keep on growing? So maybe at the point the stocks are on a promotion price, you can increase your stakes and position that company. Also, if you understand what is happening and you see something bad, you can be the first one to jump out. It's easier to time things that way. Alright guys, I am going to be wrapping this up here. Any questions, comments, and ideas, you can drop them in the comment section down below. Now I need to make a video on how regular people like me and you can get some of these IPO shares right when they come out. Or is this early getting in only for big fish like Buffett? Will the rest of us have to wait a little bit for the prices to be a little worse and higher for us to get our feet wet? Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you guys. It took 1 year for the channel to get 1,000 subscribers, but last month we went from 1,000 to 1,500. May God shower you with profits, health and happiness. Feel free to check out some of my other videos coming up on the next screen. Have a wonderful day. Snowflake is going public, and last time Buffett bet on an IPO. I do my best when researching Buffett usually does not invest and is looking forward to acquisition. May God shower you with profits, health and prosperity.